All right, so we're going to spectate and iStone. Perfect. So let's see what happened with Mr. Stone here. Okay, up mid, sure. The smoke is good. Everyone's pathing is pretty good. All right, we have one thing to talk about already in this round, and that'll be crosshair placement. The very first thing on the list, right? Crosshair placement. Isolate angles, maybe, right? You're doing a good job though. All right, yeah. So it's two things. One is the crosshair placement, and we can go back to the beginning of the round. Oh man. Oof. That was weird. Not really sure what just happened. Okay. So if we go back to Mr. Stone. Okay. If you notice, when you aim towards him, your crosshair isn't going to be at his head. That's basically it. It's basically all I'm trying to say. And neither is his. Let's actually see here, right? So his isn't. It's a little better. I'm pretty sure it's a little low though, right? Uh, Probably a tiny bit low as well. Way too low, right? Low. Uh, his is actually almost perfect. Might be a little high. And his is really good too. So yeah, actually, there are a couple players here who have really good crosshair placement. But when you swing on him, right? One thing to miss, like everyone misses, whatever. But you don't want to miss because you're not, or rather, you don't want to hit, especially on pistol round, aiming at the wrong, or it's worse to hit aiming lower than it is higher. That sounds like kind of stupid, but it's just like, it's just like, this fight could have already been over if your crosshair is just aiming up a little bit. And I know on some maps like Mirage, if you can use the boxes on A to, if you aim at the top of the boxes on A on Mirage, your crosshair placement is more or less at head level. It's not perfect. And so there are like markers you can use around the map to do the same thing on other maps. You just have to find them, like the bottom of this window, like it's just random stuff like that. Or you just need to practice if you do like aim training or warm up or something like that. Just practice knowing the bottom of the window is probably actually really, it would be a little bit too low, but because you've hit him quite a few times, just not in the right, just not where you want to hit him. Then here, you have the bomb, like right, you picked it back up, which is amazing, but you don't want to keep fighting this guy. One, because you know that you should assume that there's still one or two guys. No, you do know, because you know there's one guy B, so the other two have to be A. You know this guy's library, so this guy is either rotating through banana, which is kind of unlikely because you have this teammate here, or he is also rotating through CT, and you know he's going to be here soon, right? So when you stop to take this fight, you give this guy the window of opportunity, right, to just push up and kill you, right? So you're gonna fight this guy for a little bit, and you should have just immediately, even if you're going to take the fight here, right? You just immediately want to jump this corner immediately and then turn around and take the fight, because then at least you aren't exposed to multiple angles, right? And so that's like the whole point of me having this whole list is because it says and vice versa, by the way. I didn't realize it got cut off. Here. Oops. All right, there we go. Sort of. There we go. All right. because it's one round in, and it's already two things. It's being exposed to too many angles, and it's a crosshair placement, and it's gonna be these same things over and over again. Literally, I bet for every single demo I ever watch, because it's the same things for me most of the time. That's just kind of how the game works. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make like 10 plus mistakes every single game you play. The way to think about it is you want to minimize how many mistakes you're making, and you want to capitalize on the mistakes that your opponents make when they make them, is really the way to think about it. Typically, I think that the team who makes the fewest mistakes wins, but sometimes teams don't punish the other team enough. All right, this is going to be an eco round. We're not really going to care that much about this round. Yeah, they're just going to push you probably and kill you. So we're going to go on to the next one, see if you guys buy, which you do, which is all good because, which is all good because you guys, you managed to get a lot more util up than anybody else. Kind of weird for everyone, but the CTs basically give you the entire map to work with. So on a round like this, you don't want to hold static like this because okay, here. Let's get into it. CS:GO. The terrorists are at an advantage as long as the numbers are even, no matter what. 1v1s, the circumstances kind of dictate who has the advantage. But even numbers until you get down to a 1v1, the terrorists always have the advantage. Because the CTs have to cover A and they have to cover B. Or they're gambling, basically. So what most people do, right, is they play 3A and 2B, or vice versa, or they do like 2A, 1 mid, 2B. You know, something like that, right? Inferno, it's typically 3A, 2B. And so if all 5 of the terrorists hit B, it's a 5v2. If all 5 of the terrorists hit A, it's a 5v3. As soon as the terrorists start to go down numbers, it becomes a lot harder for them to take fights that they want to take, that are advantageous to them, right? So when your teammate dies up in apartments this round, you immediately want to find an opening to make it 4v4 again. Because otherwise you're operating at like a slight disadvantage, right? It's also like they give you so much room to work with here, and you and Bongo Lesney over here, you guys are the only ones that have smokes, right? And you know they're on SMGs. You know, it's a bonus buy for the CTs, but you know that they bought it because they won the first 2 rounds. There's just no reason. Like, I get that you're watching the flank, the banana flank, but you don't hear anything. No one's died. It's like if you have a teammate right here now as well. If you were going to just watch banana off the round start, you should have just gone banana off the round start. You know what I mean? Like, you're not helping your team right here by watching banana, especially in this way. It would have made more sense at this point if you and Lesney over here, Bongo Lesney, whatever, if you guys had just gone banana off the start at this point instead of doing what you did. And this kind of goes back to that whole, like, have a plan kind of thing. Because even if you were like, I'm just going to watch banana from like a weird angle, right? No one's holding your mid right here at all. They could, like, if a CT wanted to, he could walk up and literally just clear you, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I don't know how good this angle is, because even if the CTs do push down B, they should anyway, clear this first, and then they're going to immediately clear the other side. What's up? Okay, not right now. I bought the wrong sheets for our bed. Anyway, yeah, they're just going to hard clear you. I guess you have the advantage if you do know they're on SMGs, but it's like your plan could be better. You could be. I honestly think that holding the tight corner here less people would clear it because they don't expect people to still be towards spawn. They expect them to be up towards A at that point if they were gonna push. Um, or I would hold like a stupid angle, like not stupid, but some people would call it like cheap or gimmicky or why would he be there? One of those kind of angles, like in front of these barrels or something, because it's an off angle. And you want to hold off angles because those are the angles people don't expect you to be at. But yeah, a better plan off of round start, or rather, a better plan just right now. You could have done this round start and then just changed it, right? So the better thing to have done, especially once your teammate dies in apartments, is to just smoke off one side of this, either arch or porch. Just smoke off one side of it and push the other side. Like, I think in one of it's either this or the other game tonight. The person solo queued and they said something about communication with their teammates when they messaged me. And it's like, yeah, just play for yourself. It's okay to do stuff like that. You have a smoke and two flashes. And I'll show lineups after I review this that hopefully work for 64 tick. I don't play matchmaking, so I hope that they work, but I'll show as soon as I'm finished with this. And I'm just going to do T-side because I think that that is really what you need right here. I'm just going to show T-side lineups and help you out. As soon as he dies, though, you really, especially on T-side, you really want to even it back up, like, immediately, as fast as you can. All right, unfortunately, they lose the bomb in apartments, too, so that's kind of terrible. So really, we're going to see what happens to your teammate real quick. All right, that's good. Yeah, as soon as you push up that Molotov, or incendiary, whatever, 100%, you're just dead. You don't have to push up though, right? Once your teammates are dead and the bomb gets dropped, the situation's going to change because the bomb is dropped. That's what matters here now, because now you have to go back and get it. So, are you supposed to have that text up the whole time? Oh, no. Thank you. So, you could push through boiler, but you should at least wait until this guy gets closer before you push mid so that you can play off each other a little bit better. Pushing it right away can make sense because you're trying to get it back as fast as possible. You just want to wait until you have, if your teammate's this close anyway, you might as well just wait. Okay. So that's rather unfortunate round. You buy a lot of utility this round. The window flash is good. Right? They're not playing banana at all. They got mollied off or something? You might have told them to just like call the window flash, maybe. Alright. If it to get a little bit longer. Okay. You've now spent basically the entire early round just chilling. Right? You could probably have more impact somewhere else on the map at this point. Don't throw the window flash because they're very obviously not banana. But I mean, we're almost down to a minute now before you move. I would give that like 15 seconds tops and then move on to something else. Like with this positioning, it's time to like smoke something in chimney flash. Right? You go like smoke. There's a moto smoke that you could throw from back here that I'll show you again. I'll show you. And then you could chimney flash. And I mean, you could literally win this round with just that. Your teammates are all peeking one by one, and it's kind of unfortunate. Flash is fine, right? That flash isn't too bad. They left being your teammate knows that one of the guys banana pushed. Easy, easy. Yeah, you don't want to take that 1v1 there. You want to wait until you have help, or you want to fall back with your team. Because they were both falling back. You get a free plant too. Okay. Still lose that round. If you're gonna buy a smoke and 2 flashes on an eco round as well, have a plan for at least... Have a plan for the smoke, I would say, actually. If you're gonna buy a smoke and 2 flashes, have a plan for the smoke. Like, either think to yourself, I want to smoke arch this round, I want to smoke torch this round, I want to smoke moto this round, or don't buy it and just buy the flashes. Flashes are always good on eco rounds because they can get you info and kills, but smoke on eco round, if you don't have a plan for it, I don't think it's worth it. The window, this flash here would be good if somebody calls for it. If this guy up here, if your teammate Matthew 1612 knows, like you want to throw that when he dies and when your teammates wants to re-peek it, but it's matchmaking, and I think it's random teammates, so that does hurt a little bit. Nice. These guys love to be open a lot. It's good to wait for your teammate there. I think you lined up a little with him, but that's okay. Yeah, that's a good work smoke. There's a better flash to throw, but the idea is really good. But you have another flash that you could have thrown. We'll go over clearing angles after this as well. But that was like, you had a good plan. Good plan. Execution was like a little iffy, but it's a good plan. I would have thrown the second flash as well before going out, and it would have gone out faster. But your teammates also just kind of left you after the fact. Nice. Nice. Oh. I have to say, take that smoke out, man. Don't let yourself die. Ooh, you saw his elbow too. Did he see you? That's a good kill. Also a good kill. Nice. You should just be going. Run forward. Wreak havoc. If you ever get 2 kills at the top of banana, this bomb site's open. There's no way it's not open. Oh, you guys are, you know, a little silly. You have a smoke too. Just smoke CT. Just smoke CT spawn so that you cut off these guys rotating over here, and just go. You guys should win this round there. Oh my god, how? Because you can't get bombed down with this first guy rotating here? And he's not watching the back. Jeez. Jeez. Alright. Whatever, that round doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, I was about to say, if you don't have a teammate who's gonna peek banana, who cares? 3 of your teammates look like they're already pushing up. Up. Run. Just run. Your teammates are so far up. Just run at this point. There's just no point in walking anymore. Like, they can know you're there. It's okay. Even with that opera there, because the goal changes with your teammate cut off like this. Your teammate also just ran that way. See, it's clear. You know it's clear. My goodness, the P90. I'm sorry. I'm so used to demo reviewing with my team that I just assumed you guys won that round too after those entries. Someone get. Oh, no smokes. Oh, cover the plant. With him planting, you don't want to go into a post-plant position right away. You want to cover the plant to make sure that it happens. To make sure you can get it down, you want to cover CT. The guy planting the bomb almost died. Okay. Your teammate, who's probably about to die, is a lost cause at this point. You don't... Ooh. You don't want to over-peek this. That's good, now hide. Okay. We're gonna make a couple notes here, right? Let's make new text for notes, right? We could call it notes. Right, I don't know where it's gonna show up exactly, so we're just gonna see what happens. All right, let's see. Right now, I need to show moto smoke. We'll do the standard smokes. Well, I'm only doing T-side, right? That's a little bit too small. That's what she said. Okay, it's probably a little bit hard to see, but that's okay. It's just mostly always for me, so I don't forget. I'll show you something else too, actually. You can spam apartments so that this guy... Well, let's just take note of this round real quick. Just take note of it. So that we can come back to it, okay? It's why you don't remember where you are this round? Where you go off the round start? Okay? Just make a mental note here. Okay? And then note where this guy is. Because Molly doesn't do that. It's the demo messing up because I paused. But just remember it. Okay, you can trade your teammates. You guys are in good spots. There's only 2 people on A. You guys just have to make some kind of a move here. By the way, it's a good thing that you buy utilities so much, but it also kind of means that you might have to be the one who dictates the play, because you're the one who can cut people off with that utility. Nice. Okay, so right now you know there's one still on A, on our side A. Your teammate gets the trade. This is a good round. You guys should win that round. Okay, good. I'm gonna get nervous. No smokes this time. Your teammate has $1,000 and didn't buy grenades. Yeah, this will be good, right? They're gonna blind bolt these guys. That's really good. You guys gotta... You don't have smokes. But to say, right now, these two guys should be rotating. They should know it's B at this point. Normally, you would want to smoke to put up a molly that they throw in front of you, and you just want to go. Alright. What's up? Friday. What's up? I'll put the sound alerts on after this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the stream. I think I'm going to start every stream I do with one CS review. I think I'm going to do one CS review each time I start. I feel like that's a cool thing. We'll see how it goes. Okay. In this round, you start to look behind you. All 5 of you guys are already up banana. You want to just commit, and you don't want to look. You don't want to do this. You just want to hit the bomb site. There's only one person on it. The problem with what this guy is doing right now is that these two guys are the A players, right? They should be rotating because the B players, this guy and whoever else it was, they saw all 5 of you pushing up, you know what I mean? And so these guys, you definitely know are rotating, but you don't know how they're rotating. Okay, since the bomb isn't on the site right now, and they know that, for all you know, one of the A players could have pushed down mid and is just holding like a dumb angle looking here. Because he doesn't have to push. He doesn't have to do anything. If he does nothing, he wins the round. Right? So this guy might just be walking into a trap. When you send 5 people off of round start to B or to A, anywhere really, if you just send 5 people just full committed to one area of the map, you're giving up control of the rest of the map, so you're forcing yourself to commit. It's the best play out of any. It's the best decision you can make. There's no better or smarter alternative decision in a case like this. Like, this is a good example. If they get the bomb down and everything, it's a good example of something that works, but that doesn't mean that it's right. Going back here isn't the right play if it works. It just happens to work. You're in a good spot to make a play here, though. Nice. Now, I wish your teammates hadn't done this. This guy has to win here because I don't think you have enough time because they both have kits. And he's not going to do that. And so they know where you're coming from already. So you don't need to walk there. But again, it's like not really the point of the round either. Friday, are you pugging today, out of curiosity? Smoke, double flash. You could flash. We'll add that. We'll add this to the list as well. A running list right here. Right. You already know the window flash, right? So we'll do half wall flash. And keep on trucking. I was about to say, at that point, you might as well just hop up on half wall because you're kind of making your teammate a little useless by just chilling there. That was a good kill. Probably a good kill. What you're doing, this is nice, but you could be more aggressive here. You and your team could be more aggressive here. Your teammate should... There he goes. That was a good round. That was a good round from you, though. Oh, now they're pushing and no one's watching it. Awareness of angles. It's unfortunate that you're the one who died there for some reason. You would think this guy might watch it since he's over here, but he's gonna run up mid. This is another example of like, because your team has nobody B, you're kind of committed to go A fast because they can do this. Right? If you're not gonna watch one of the bomb sites, you have to commit fast to the other one, or else you give them this opening. You just have to know that your teammates aren't watching it. You have to look at the mini-map. Just know. And then either watch it yourself or make sure you're not exposed to it. Oh, that flashbang was very nice from him. Alright, your team just kind of falls down here. You and your teammate want to just group up and go B at this point, because you're already over here. Nice. Your Molotov's going to kill him. If you smoked CT off right here and just took B, or attempted to, because, again, you have no map control. Absolutely none. These guys are... The 8 players can go wherever they want, essentially. And just, you know, decision and go. Yeah. Nice. It almost works. Last round. Teammate smokes the molly, that's good. Nice. Again, 2 picks banana, go. Go, 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 go. Kind of baiting your team a little here. Alright, again, you guys just gotta commit. You gotta commit. But it could have been a worse half. You just seem a little scared, a little nervous to really cross the threshold onto the other side of the map. Okay. All right. Moto smoke. Weapons. All right, I can give you my practice config if you want it. When I upload this to YouTube, I'll put it in the description below the video. Turn on God so I don't accidentally kill myself. Okay. First, since you know the chimney flash, oh my god. Since you know things I don't. Since you know the chimney flash already, what you can do is you can flash for your teammates, right? You can flash for your teammates. And that should let them get up a little bit banana. You can come, let's make sure this is on 64 before we do anything else. It is. You can then come right here where this grate is, or this pole. Should be right here. Aim right there, and just left click. Okay, it has to be a little higher. Hopefully my nades and stuff will land on 64 tick. Yeah, there you go. So come up to the pole. Aim about right there where the awning hits the building. And it lands right on the other side. Okay. And that's how you can take banana control, right? So you can come right up here to where this little flower is, right? Where the wire hits like the middle of the black part of the roof or whatever, right? So that'll be arches. This will be porch. And then you just kind of throw a flash. Oops. Kind of throw a flash. Then you go, right? And so the idea is that if you want to take arch side, you smoke, your teammates get up close, you flash, right? And then you can you don't have to worry as much about that guy. Push the smoke, but it's less of a worry. Alright, so there's nothing wrong with you throwing the work smoke and then throwing the flash the way you did it. I think a slightly better flash to throw after you throw the work smoke in that round is to throw that, because it blinds everything, right? So if you want to test out flashbangs in a server, here's the command for it. Right. Right. You could probably get it a little bit more to the left than I did. Normally it's thrown from back here. Right? Or maybe it's only thrown to the left side of that. Oops. Maybe that's what it is? I was about to say. Yeah. So, up to you though. Just something I thought I would note. Alright, we'll see if this one lands. I'm apprehensive about it. But there are two ways to smoke moto. This way's better. It's this pole up to... There's like... It's the top of this fence. And then there's like a little break right there. You aim in that break. And jump throw. If you don't have a jump throw bind, I can also give you that. I'm not sure if this is going to work on 64. Honestly, it might just not work. Sort of does. The other one you can throw right here from mid. It's just you don't want to get... You don't want to be exposed with the nade in your hand, so you kind of have to have mid already. This one should work though. And that one's a tiny bit off. Either way, this lets your team, when you guys come out onto A site, it blocks this off, because a lot of CTs, especially at lower ranks, especially in matchmaking, they're going to be playing with an op here. So if this guy goes to come back and there's a smoke there, helps isolate players a little more for you. Okay, let's see. Window smoke, chimney flash, arch port smokes. All right, so that's all the A stuff right there. Coffin smoke, CT smoke. Coffin smoke. I mess up from time to time, but it should be, turn this on just so you can see. It should be this fence post. You line it up with, I think it's right below the ball. In this one, right? It should be like that. Oh, you don't jump through.
I am throwing smoke.
All right. So if there's an opera playing here, you can isolate that guy. You want to smoke CT off? Aim at this awning and then come out to the flower pot, right? Just so you have like a visual. It would look like that.
I am throwing smoke.
Okay. And then there are two different flashes. This one will blind your teammates, so right, you can throw the coffin smoke. Then I think it's the top of these barrels. If you flash, I guess it has to be a little bit more up. For again, I'm just not used to. Wonder if the tick is messing with it or if it's me. I'm not sure. This will blind your teammates when they're coming out, so don't throw it if your team is out. But it blinds everything on the bomb site. The one after you throw a CT. If your team is going out onto the site, then if you flash on top of the roof, they should be going like this, and it should pop behind them. And those are the flashes you really want to throw for B. Okay. All right, isolating angles post plant B. All right, you were playing back here one round, right? You never want to swing out too wide. You just want to take fights, right? In the round where you're back here and the bomb is down, you guys come up here, okay? You kill one of them. You don't want to re-peek this again because the other guy should be holding you, right? You kill one guy, the other one should be holding you. So if you're going to peek anything, which you kind of have to take the fight because it's 1v2, and what they should do is come up either side and clear you. What you should do is just peek out this side and try and take the fight with the other guy, for sure. Entering from porch. Oh, when you throw the work smoke down, right? You throw the work smoke down, which I wanna... I messed this one up quite a lot. Anyway, say the smoke is down, and it's right there, right? When you're coming out, right, you take your time, take a lot of time. All right, it's fine to walk out, but as soon as you get like right there, you gotta kind of speed it up, right? So I would walk until I got out a little, and then I would start running, and it should just be. I'm gonna throw that again. Okay, so you come out. You can also flash again for yourself in that one round, but you walk, then you come out, clear that. You want to look there, and then this you want to just definitely be running, right? You only really have two options with this smoke. You either do this, and you jump out and try and kill the guy who's porch, or you walk for a second, you clear that, and then you jump down, you look there, and then look there. That's how you want to do it, but you're a little too slow in that round, right? You have the right idea, just speed it up. It's the same thing here. You know what angles to clear, obviously, because you clear that, and you look here, and you're looking here, and then you come here to clear that guy. You know where to look, just speed it up a little bit, and you'll get a lot better. Apartment spam. All right. So I mentioned crosshair placement as well. One of the ways that you can practice it is like this guy was here, right? Bot, add, T, bot, stop. So whoops. He did stop. We added a bot, and then we kept him from moving. Bot place, and then I just Control C it to copy it. Puts him right in front of you, right? So, all right. His back is doing test, but that's okay. This is how you can practice your crosshair placement though, right? So like, I just like move this around a lot, right? Like if I close my eyes, I'm not looking at it, move it around a lot, and then I open them, right? So you know, you want to make sure that your crosshair is always at head level, right? So try and move this as little as possible because I know I can see the X-ray, right? I don't know. I don't know how else to do it though. Okay. I wonder if I join the other team. It kicks them because I think I made it a no-bot server.
Move it, move it.
Anyway. It's one of the ways to practice it though. Practice making sure you're always aiming at the head. And then, like I said, you can find things this way to line up on the map. Right, so like... pretty close. Alright. It might not have worked on the round that I said because the guy didn't end up pushing. I just want to show something. You came up here on that round. This is... Oh, can you not spam it on... Oh, no, there you go. Let's say I've literally killed people doing that. But yeah. Be over more than I think. Yeah, there it is. Right. So if you're gonna go bridge off of round start, and you don't know if they have one apartments, spending a little bit of time to do this right is not a bad idea. And the reason that I'm going back and forth is because obviously they can move back and forth, but you can shoot the whole thing. But I think that was everything, right? Everything that I noticed anyway. So I hope that was helpful. And if it wasn't, then sorry. Either way, let me know if you watch this, because I don't mind doing this, and if it's helpful for people, then good. Crosshair placement, angles. You didn't have the thing with the nades. Yeah, the only other, say two more things. One, if you're gonna buy smokes on eco rounds, have a plan for them or don't buy them. It's fine not to buy them. It's a waste of money if you don't have a plan for them. And then yeah, on rounds like where you went here, just have more of a plan off round start. And that's it. That's it, man. So thanks for letting me do this.